what is evil and why would God need you to fight evil. And furthermore, if you're studying witchcraft, then I would think you'd be on a goddess path. But yeah, that's my point though. Like, you don't really need to fight evil. And, if you just look in the dictionary, I mean, of course, you're going to say, well, the dictionary doesn't have the correct definition of witchcraft. But if you look in a dictionary, at least let me look in a dictionary, and we're going to look up witch and witchcraft, and we're going to see the definition. And that's usually most people's definition of witch and witchcraft, or what they perceive witches and witchcrafters to be. Okay, so I have my little iPad here, and it says witch, a person thought to have magic powers, especially evil ones. Evil ones. So most people, right? Or I've seen several creators, and I'll even tag one that I saw today if I can in this video. And they were saying, someone asked them about what is a witch, or if they have witches in their village. I even have another video that I downloaded a couple, like last year or something, and someone's talking about a witch. The witch part of your psyche is a part of your psyche that curses people.
That's witchcraft. If you're gossiping about people, that's witchcraft. If you're in secret competition with people, that's witchcraft. If you're hating on people indirectly or directly, that's witchcraft. If you're trying to sabotage the greatness of a chosen one, that's witchcraft.
That is jealous of people. That is the witch part of your psyche. Like, say for instance, someone does something wrong to you, then you curse them. Now, the other aspect of that, right? The opposite aspect, because I'm into astrology, so I'm going to talk about opposition. So you have witch and opposite to a witch. I don't want to call her name. Let me see, which name can I call that's familiar in my mind of all these goddesses. So the opposite of a witch would be a wise person, right? Someone that has wisdom. So if you have wisdom, then you'll try to understand other people's situation versus cursing them. So a witch in essence is somebody, I'm Jamaican, so somebody that has a bad mind. Now let's look up witchcraft. We're just dealing with simple definitions, but my thing that I deal with is psychologically, witch is the negative aspect of your psyche. It's a transformative agent in your psyche. So when you're thinking evil thoughts, when you're thinking or doing it's not necessarily the evil aspect of you. I don't essentially believe in evil, but that's, another conversation for another time. But witchcraft is the practice of magic or supernatural powers, often with the intent to cause harm to others. It has been part of many cultures throughout history. Now, even in the video, I'm going to try to stitch a little bit. She talks about, like, say for instance, word cunning, deal with herbs. Like, witches usually deal with herbs and medicine and things like that. But some weren't really called witches. It's like people just group them all together. Like, because you could be a herbalist, but some people would just call you, easily because you deal with herbs. Or even if I'm talking about astrology, people are asking me question, are you into, sorcery? Are you into all these things? And I'm like, no, I study astrology. But in general, in Western society, if you're not practicing Christianity, then you're technically just a witch. So, it's a little bit of ignorance, which it might come off that I'm speaking ignorantly, but it's not. Like, if you really study witchcraft, not just the aspect of witchcraft, and of course there, I'm talking, but it all depends. Like, there are some books that, that teaches, right, the principles of witchcraft, which you should not be cursing other people. You don't do magic for other people unless they ask. You're not supposed to be cursing people. But most witches, right, if you could go Google or go in the search bar and type in witch, they're talking about cursing people, putting hexes on people. That's what most people associate witchcraft with, and that's what I associate witchcraft with. But to me, there should be a distinction, or I don't know. That's, if you want to be lumped under witches, or if you want to be, But anyways, that's another discussion for another day. But I think you should examine what is evil and why you're here fighting evil. I mean, God is all powerful. Why would you need to fight evil for God, Anyways, drop a comment, let me know. I'm gonna try to be more concise with my thoughts, because I feel like I'm not really portraying exactly what I think. So I'm gonna try to make some more videos to explain more. Anyways, ciao.